Hi guys. Okay, so this is Bun's morning routine at the moment. This is his critical care. That is a powder, and it has a measuring spoon in there with different levels labeled on the sides. And this morning he is eating a little better and moving around a little better, so he's only getting a little bit. I just sprinkled like not even this amount of a spoonful in here and mixed in enough water just to make it able to be spooned into a syringe. So I am going to spoon it into the syringe next. So this is his feeding syringe. It is labeled 10 milliliters. If you really want to pay attention to that, but honestly, like, we haven't been feeding him the full doses lately because he has been eating some on his own. So I would just go by the measurement you get out of this, and don't worry about the markings on here, other than to help you guide like how slowly you're giving it to him, just so that he has a chance to chew it. He'll let you know when he needs a moment. So I'm gonna spoon this in here now. Okay, so to get the medicine into the syringe, I am just going to spoon the mix in. Can't really see while I'm filming, but you get the gist. And this is really, since he is eating on his own right now, this is basically just to supplement his water intake, and to give him something in his stomach for sure when you give him his medicine in the morning. And then when I stick this in here, I let it fall down a bit and then squeegee it back up. And I'll have a few of these syringes in case any of them get a little sticky to push, because sometimes that can happen. Okay, so this is ready to go, and then I'm gonna get his 2 morning medicines, which are the Medicam, which is for pain, and his enrofloxacin, which is an antibiotic. So, and these should both be shaken up before you get them in the syringe. And of course, getting them in the syringe is its own little special adventure. So for the Medicam, these syringes don't fit on the top, both of them. So only one does. So you just suck up enough into the one bigger, fatter syringe, and then stick the little one into that one, and see the markings on the syringe where you fill it up to. I have to look. And then once you get it in here, just push out any extra. And then that's loaded up, and then just get rid of the extra back into the bottle. And when you're done with using any of the syringes, like after you give them the medicine, just rinse out these syringes as well as you can. It doesn't have to be like pristine, but it gets sticky. Okay, so that's the Medicam, and then the enrofloxacin also has a special little syringe situation. Shake it up and open, get the syringe in there, And I put it upside down. It is not a tight fit, so be careful. Ugh. Okay, and then same thing. Since it isn't a tight fit, you kind of have to shimmy it on its own, get the bubbles up there. Ugh, get that out. And then just get rid of the extra in there. Get rid of the extra. And this one is a little messy, so it's okay if it drips a little bit. Just try to get as close to the amount as you can with all the dripping and gooiness. Okay, so he's got his food, he's got his medicine, and now we will wrap him up in a burrito and give it to him. So when I do Bun's feedings and medication, I set up over here on this chair, and I put my feet up on here to balance and keep him in my lap. And I put all his syringes in this little bowl so that I can toss them in there one at a time when I'm done. All right, I'm gonna go grab him and bring him over. Okay, so we're gonna make a bunny burrito. So I put him in one corner, and then I just slowly start to fold him into the towel until he is all wrapped up. And he will try to hop away, but he's easy to control. I take him over to his chair for his feeding. So I have to wear a mask because I am severely allergic to my own pet, but hopefully you will be fine without one. And I set him up in my lap. He will probably tinkle in the towel, so make sure his little butt is covered because he tends to projectile style it when he's feeling annoyed. So to get him the food, I gently put my hand around his snoot, whoop, and then I work the syringe back behind his teeth on one side, and I slowly give him a little amount, let him chew it until you have reached as close to the end of his food syringe as he will allow. And then we'll give him his medicine afterwards. I'll show you one more time. So I'm basically feeding him either a half milliliter or 1 milliliter per push. But like I said, he'll let you know when he needs a moment. And you can stop. Okay, so I finished feeding him his syringe of food, and as you can see, it creates a mess, so just feel free to wipe away on the towel. And I'm gonna clean off his little snoot area with a damp paper towel. Just because when it cakes on here, it can be difficult to get off. There's already some on there, so don't go too crazy. Don't worry about it. Poor guy. Also, he is completely blind in this eye, as you may notice, but he can see in the other eye, just in case he doesn't react to something. Okay, so his medicine, these guys, same idea as when you give him the food. Just gently grab his snoot so you can get the food behind his front teeth and tilt back and squeeze all the way in. And I just keep his head in my hand for a moment until I'm sure he's consumed it. Let him go. Grab the next one. And one more time. I know, I'm sorry. That one's a little more, so I break it into 2 pushes. Let him finish. He's so cute. That's it. So he's gotten his medicine, and he's gotten his food, and he's annoyed, but doing okay. All right, so now we're gonna take him back home, and I'll show you where I tend to plop him, since he does have limited mobility, but like I said, today he is out and about more than he has been in a few days, so that's cool. All right, so I try to keep his veggies and mess of pellets and a little handful of hay right around the area where he just tends to chill out, because he has this head wobble and balance issues. He tends to shove his head in a nook to stabilize himself, which I will let him do. There we go. And you can, maybe I'll keep the towel for a second because he's going to pee out of anger. So in case that happens, he usually pees before we put him down, but he might pee when you pick him up or as you put him down. So just feel free to utilize the towel for that. But hence the pee pads. And we will have a billion pee pads for you to replace. If you need to wash towels, feel free. We will have plenty to go around. And feel free to ask us questions at any point. And thank you. You're angels, and we appreciate it.